Let's talk about shame. Have you ever felt shame? It's likely that you have. Everyone on the face of the planet has probably felt shame. Shame makes us want to hide. It makes us want to cover ourselves up so that no one can see us. Even Jesus himself experienced shame. We can read about that in Hebrews 12, where it says that Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who, for the joy set before him, endured the cross. The cross was a shameful place. I mean, imagine it. In front of the entire community, victims were stripped, raised up on a cross, and held there with nails. There was shame there for Jesus. Hebrews goes on to tell us that Jesus despised the shame. He was naked, beaten, bloody, and then raised up for all to see in a moment where he likely wanted to cover himself and run and hide. How does shame grow? Shame grows in silence and judgment. So let's talk about those two things. See, the very thing that intuitively we would do in the face of shame is to be silent, to keep a secret, and yet shame grows in silence. This creates a scenario where we feel more ashamed, and to rid ourselves of shame, we must do what is counterintuitive and go ahead and put language to what we want to keep a secret. Shame also grows in judgment. Jesus certainly experienced that also as his accusers stood at the foot of his cross and shook their heads, jeering him as they encouraged him to come down off of the cross. Sometimes it feels like when we're being judged that there is no place to get away from our accusers, and shame grows. My point is this: Jesus experienced shame. When we feel shame, only someone who has experienced it also can identify with us. That's the perfect person that I want to help me when I feel stuck in something like shame. Today, I want you to know Jesus knows your shame. He knows how it feels. Perhaps the shame that you're carrying isn't yours to carry. You know, Jesus carried our shame, which was not his own to carry. His persecutors had exposed him and judged him, and he had no reason to be ashamed. Shame is a super hard place to be stuck in, and to be free from shame, we must do the opposite of what we want to do, and that is we have to put language to it. It's a very hard place to be. So if you're finding yourself stuck in shame today, I wonder if by reaching out to one of our counselors, they could help you walk out of that pit that shame has you stuck in. They would love to hear from you today. You could reach them at helpandhopenow.org. And let's see if we could find hope for you from the pit of shame.